Do you have 3.6 Pentastar problems? Because we do. So this one came in, had several check engine lights, oil temperature, oil pressure, that sort of thing. It was a bunch of different codes pertaining to all of that. You start looking at everything, and it'll work sometimes, or the oil pressure was working the entire time. We didn't have any problems with that. The oil temperature, once it got really hot, didn't work, but when it cooled down, it would work. And it would read -40 if it was or if it was bad, and it would read proper if it wasn't bad. And so I told them, I'm like, well, oil coolers on these things are a huge problem. The 2 sensors are in the oil cooler. We'll do the oil cooler and I'll check all the wires that plug into everything, because no matter what, you're going to take off everything to get to the oil cooler to check the wires anyways. So we pull it out, and if you guys don't have something like it, this is a godsend when checking wiring. So this is essentially a pin. I'll see if we can have a link for it in the video description. That one. I don't remember what it's called. So this is a 1.7 millimeter pin, flat pin. So on any of these things, you can stick it in there and feel the drag, right? This should not be hot dog down a hallway. You should feel resistance as you stick it in and pull it out, right? So in doing that, I found some pins that weren't free, or they were a hot dog down a hallway. So I had to get a little pick in there and kind of bend them back. And then we found 3 wires that were broken while we were back there. So I fixed these 3 wires. Now these 2 wires are broken. However, we have a video, and in the video you'll see that the shielding around the wire wasn't broken on both of those, but the wires inside were broken. So because I have these, I shoved one in this side. There we go. I shoved it in the other side of the connector, the big connector that goes right here on the intake manifold, and there was no continuity. So that was when I started looking over everything and found these wires. And yeah, literally just a pull and they split because they were broke inside of its little loom. But this is one of those things of never trust Chrysler wiring. Even if there's shielding, does not mean the wire is connected underneath. So check these things when you're doing your oil cooler on your 3.6, because you might have to go back in there. It's not going to be fun. Here we've got the nice lady's Jeep yet again that Brandon fixed the wiring mess from someone doing the head gasket, right? Someone did the head gasket?
Something like that.
Someone did the head gasket, and they pinched a bunch of wires back behind the cylinder head, and it took him, actually, I hate to admit it, but the lady had to come back 3 different times because we kept finding more broken wires back there, and he would think that he got them all, and then he'd find more. She came back with a different code this time because it was throwing those oil pressure, oil temp codes for all the stuff under the intake manifold. This time, she was getting throttle position and a 5-volt reference code. We started tinkering with it a little bit yesterday, kind of ran out of time. I wanted to start fresh on it today by just getting the scope hooked up to the 2 different 5-volt reference wires that we had right here, because these actually are 2 different separate ones coming from the computer. One goes to the throttle body and a couple other sensors, and then another line goes to the map and a couple other sensors. I figured it was kind of convenient we have them both right there, and opposed to like playing sensor whack-a-mole and like unplugging shit and like seeing if the problem goes away. I was like, let's just get on the 5-ref and verify we have a fault and when it occurs. So we hooked this up, got the scope fired up inside the truck. Scope's on. We got key on. We're going to go ahead and fire the truck up so that I can hopefully replicate the fault for you guys on the screen. So all I'm doing here is turning the wheel back and forth. Of course, it's not going to do it now. You know what? Why don't you hop in the passenger seat and we'll just film it. The thing is, though, is any time we've test drove it before right now, we've been able to get it to replicate within like a minute of like just pull it out, get it like to right over here and it'll do it.
I didn't see any unusual.
All right, well, fuck it. We'll just film. You could see it really nice in the engine bay at least. So, but you can see the pink and yellow wires like ripped out of the harness right there. And there's a bare spot on it.
I'll turn the cooler to see it jump.
So we were noticing on the scope that when you would turn the wheel, we were getting the blip on the 5 ref where it was getting pulled to ground, and it was coinciding with turning the wheel, which isolates it down to only a couple different things that it could be. And I don't know if y'all can see in the shot there clear, but that harness is rubbing right against the steering knuckle right there. You can see the pink and yellow wire right there.
Yeah.
You see that?
And you can see it starting to rub through.
So that's the 5-volt reference wire going to the match sensor.
Sorry, I was just geeking on the oscilloscope a little bit because, you know, how else would you verify something like that? You could say that when you drove it, that it seemed coincidental that maybe you turn the wheel and then the issue would present. But how can you know for a fact that that's the case? This allows you to essentially put it to fact. You can verify 100% that when you turn the wheel, that 5-volt reference is dropping, and go from there. At that point, you're like, okay, well, it's got to be something touching the column, right? Or it's got to be something shorting. You know, if you had some other CAN codes or something weird, something maybe in the steering column, like a clock spring or something with like steering angle sensor or something like that. But the power of that little tool, right, being able to isolate down that much from one test, it's awesome. Turned a nightmare diag into something that took us, how long have I been at this, 15 minutes? Yeah. We love it.